This is Trevor from RossRobotics.com bringing another Eagle tutorial. We're going to be explaining layers this time. I know a lot of people are having trouble with layers and their meanings behind them and how to use them and when to use them. Pretty much some of them are self-explanatory. The top and bottom layers, of course, they're top layers of the board, bottom layers of the board. Another thing is the T and B before the names. That just denotes top and B for bottom. Pads and vias, most people know what they are. Unrouted is the lines that you see here, what we call air wires. Dimension is the outer board layer, what defines the board size. T-place is usually like the outline of this regulator is on the T-place layer. It goes directly on the silk screen and makes the art on the board once it gets manufactured. Origins are for the holes, denotes that the origin layer is used to move lettering around the board. Use your smash command. Click on a component. As you can see, puts a little cross underneath the lettering. This way you can move the lettering around. Make it organized. The stop layer is used for the solder mask. This is for pads on SMD components and holes for through-hole parts to expose the copper so you can actually solder to it. The cream layer is for the solder paste data for SMD components. It's for making stencils and the like for solder paste. The finish layer is dedicated for special finishing processes like gold plated, silver carbing, things of that nature. The glue layer contains the side glue mask used for wave soldering. The test layer is dedicated to the test points and in-circuit testing. Keep out layer is for components. If you don't want components in a certain area, you would use a keep out area. To use this, you use it like pretty much like a ground plane. Use a polygon. Restrict layer is a keep out area for traces and tracks. Usually use this layer for auto routing. The drill layer is for conducting through holes, like for through hole components, and if you want to ground mounting holes on the board. The holes layer is for holes that are non-conducting. They're not plated. Usually for mounting holes. The milling layer, obviously it's self-explanatory, dedicated to milling. Use this layer to mill out the inside of the board, oblong holes. The measures layer contains measurement on the board. Now if you use your measurement tool in Eagle and you wanted to save it there, you can put it on this layer and it will not go out to the Gerber files, or it won't go to the manufacturer. It will not be printed on the board. The document layer is just a layer you put your regular documentation on, general documentation, like copyright notices, things of that nature, on the board file. These are not printed to the board. Reference layer is used to is a layer for placing fiducial marks. Fiducial marks are targets for during board assembly. That's how they line up the board. The Docq layer is just short for documentation. This is for part documentation and component documentation. It does not get printed to the circuit board. The rest of them are not explained anywhere and are usually not used. Not even sure why I have mine highlighted for.